Egypt and India are two ancient civilizations who enjoy close common understanding and strategic partnership in various domains. This year, the two friendly nations celebrate the 75th anniversary of their diplomatic relations. Details in the following report.
India and Egypt are two of the world's ancient civilizations with a history of close contact. Numerous historians have recorded the common heritage of the ancient civilizations of these two countries. They both share close political understanding based on long history of contacts and cooperation in bilateral, regional, and global issues. The joint announcement of establishment of diplomatic relations at ambassadorial level was made on the 18th of August 1947. Both countries have cooperated closely in multilateral fora and were the founding members of non-aligned movement. Both sides also decided to establish a strategic and security policy dialogue at the level of foreign ministers. The year 2022 is of particular significance since it marks the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations between India and Egypt. On the economic relationship, Egypt has traditionally been one of India's most important trading partners on the African continent. The bilateral trade agreement has been in operation since March 1978 and is based on the most favored nation clause, and the bilateral trade has increased more than 5 times in the last 10 years. Bilateral trade has expanded rapidly in 2021-22, amounting to $7.26 billion, registering a 75% increase compared to fiscal year 2020-2021. India's exports to Egypt during this period amounted to $3.74 billion, registering a 65% increase over the same period in fiscal year 2020-2021. At the same time, Egypt's exports to India reached $3.52 billion, registering an 86% increase. During this period of 2021-22, the top Indian imports from Egypt were mineral oil, petroleum, fertilizers, inorganic chemicals, and cotton, and main item of export to Egypt from India were meat, iron, steel, light vehicle, and cotton yarn. According to the Egyptian Central Agency for Public Mobilization and Statistics, India was the third largest export market for Egypt, sixth largest trading partner, and seventh largest exporter to Egypt.
President Fattah el-Sisi participated on Thursday in the celebrations of the India's 74th Republic Day as chief guest. During the Republic Day parade, an Egyptian military contingent marched along with other troops. The details in the following report.
State also participated on Wednesday in a meeting for heads of mega Indian companies and Indian businessmen. During the meeting, the president reviewed the various investment opportunities in the Egyptian market as well as the modern infrastructure in Egypt. For their part, the Indian businessmen said that they are looking forward to boosting bilateral cooperation with Egypt in various fields.
Following the Republic Day parade, President Fattah el-Sisi attended an official dinner banquet at the Indian Republic Palace on Thursday. The banquet was held by the Indian President in honor of the head of state. Addressing the banquet, President el-Sisi thanked his Indian counterpart for the warm reception and generous hospitality he received during his visit to New Delhi. The President highlighted that Egypt and India are among the oldest and most ancient authentic civilizations, which played a pivotal role in progress of human civilizations in various fields. The head of state reiterated that the mutual interests, close cultural ties between Egypt and India make the two countries an important bridge to spread the principles and values of justice, peace, equality, tolerance, and mutual respect among people. Sisi added that his visit to India came at a time when bilateral relations are witnessing tangible boom in all aspects of cooperation. The head of state also stressed on the importance of his meeting with the Indian president in light of international challenges in the entire world, which is witnessing a severe effect on developing countries and implies mutual support among friendly countries. On occasion of the current state visit of President Sisi to India, the two sides agreed to issue a joint statement that includes emphasis on expanding bilateral relations. Presidential spokesperson Bassem Radi said, such important step reaches the level of a strategic partnership that covers the political, security, defense, economic and energy fields. First Lady Intisar al-Sisi visited the Children's Cancer Hospital Shifa al-Orman on Wednesday. Following the visit, during which she inspected various departments of hospital, First Lady hailed great efforts exerted by the world-class hospital. She said the hospital offers the best care for children, saluting its staff who are tirelessly working to ease the children's pain. The First Lady listened to a detailed explanation concerning various departments of the hospital, which proves to be the first green hospital in Luqsor. She inspected the one-day treatment protocols, pavilion, and greeted the children under treatment, wishing them full recovery. On Thursday, the 54th Cairo International Book Fair resumes its activities as thousands of visitors are flocking to participate in the cultural event. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli inaugurated on Wednesday the 54th round of the Cairo International Book Fair, which sees the participation of 1,047 publishing houses from 53 different countries. The Ministry of Culture announced that Jordan is this year's guest of honor. In addition, the late Egyptian poet Salah Jahin is this year's personality, while the Egyptian writer Kamal Kilani, who is one of the pioneers of children's literature across the Arab world, is the personality of the year at the children's exhibition. The fair will open to the public starting 26 January and lasts until the 6th of February at the International Exhibition Center in New Cairo. The Foreign Ministry condemned in a statement on Thursday Israelis' violations over the Palestinian cities after an Israeli raid on the West Bank's Jenin refugee camp killed 9 Palestinians, including an old woman. The Palestinian Authority also condemned the violence, calling on the international community to speak out against it. Meanwhile, the Palestinian Health Ministry said death toll rose to 4 martyrs, including an old woman, adding that 13 others had been injured, including 3 with critical wounds. In a separate statement, Palestinian Health Minister said that the occupation forces stormed Jenin Government Hospital and intentionally fired tear gas canisters at the pediatric department in the hospital. Thursday's fatalities bring the number of Palestinians killed in the West Bank so far this year to 24, including fighters and civilians, most of whom were shot by Israeli forces.